What up, what up, what up, YouTube? It's Blackwing2040, and today's video is going to be a top 10 video. Now, as you know, I haven't really done a top 10 video in like so long, and I feel like I owe you guys another top 10 video, and I took a while, some thoughts to figure out what could be a good top 10 to do. So, I found the right topic, and it is a Power Rangers related topic, and this top 10 video will be top 10 Megazords. Now, for those of you guys know who watch Power Rangers, there are a lot. I mean, a lot of Megazord. Not just like single Megazords, like the Six Ranger Megazords, the double combination Megazords, like the Ultra Zords for that matter. There's a lot. So yeah. So first off, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna be showing you my honorable mentions first. And luckily, I don't have that. I only have 2 honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention is the Jungle Pride Megazord from Jungle Fury. Also, note, I don't know how to, I don't have an editing software where I could just like put the image of the Megazord like here in the video. So I just took screenshots on my phone. So that's what we're working with. But yeah. First honorable mention is the Jungle Pride Megazord. It's very, simple, 3 mechs, 3 Zords, the cheetah, the jaguar, and the tiger. The tiger is basically the chest piece and like the shins, while the jaguar and the cheetah are the legs. And it's cool. I mean, I wanted to put on my list, but like I said, I have a whole bunch of Megazords that on my list that I would choose. But one thing about this Megazord, it's mobile. It's very mobile, like very athletic and agile. If you guys who watch Jungle Fury, you guys know how very agile this Megazord is, and it's really cool. Now the second honorable mention is the Rescue Zord from Power Rangers Turbo. I just love the way this mech looks. This Megazord looks really, really good. I mean, I know the feet are very bulky, but what I love about this Megazord the most is the Zords. How the Zords are like, are like bots themselves, and then they easily come together. That's one of the reasons why I like this Megazord. So yeah, Turbo Rescue Megazord and the Jungle Pride Megazord are my 2 honorable mentions. So now let's get down to business to our top 10, with number 10 being the Lightspeed Megazord from Lightspeed Rescue. This Megazord is really, really cool, but only thing that bugs me though, if you guys seen the Megazord formation and how it's formed, it lacks, the green. I mean, Joel's Megazord, the Green Ranger, his Zord is basically the back of it. And then when this Megazord is in combat, you can't really see the back of it. But, it's a cool Megazord, it has ladders for arms as its finishers. And it's a cool looking Megazord as a whole. So yeah, number 10 is the Lightspeed Rescue Megazord. Number 9 is the I can't even pronounce this. The Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. Okay, like I said, Mighty Morphin is not my favorite season, and it never will be. But this Megazord alone, I liked its design, mainly, the Falcon Zord aspect of it. I just, I don't understand how, mainly, of course, this is the main reason with, Cocker Ranger. But anyway, the Megazord itself, it's a really cool Megazord, and my biggest highlight of this Megazord is definitely the wings, because, I'm a sucker for things that fly. That's basically it. But yeah, it's a cool Megazord itself, The Wolf and Ape Zord are the arms, the Bear Zord is the chest, the Crane Zord is the head, and of course the Frog Zord is, the lower body. So it's a cool Megazord as a whole. So yeah, number 9 is the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. Number 8 is the Gosei Great Megazord from Megaforce. I know what you're thinking, like you have a Megazord from Megaforce on your top 10 list. I know Megaforce, it's a bad season, but fret not. What I do love from Megaforce are the Megazord battles, and I like the design of this Megazord. Basically, it's very basic when you think about it. I mean, come on. The Snake Zord basically is mostly at the bottom half, and the Tiger Zord is the left leg. And of course, the Shark Zord is the left arm, the Phoenix Zord is the right arm, and the Dragon Zord is, the chest and the head. I just like the way how the Megazord is designed. It's simple, it's straight to the point, and it's really cool looking. So Gosei Great Megazord is number 8. Number 7 on my list is the Terra Charge Megazord from Dino Charge. Something about once Ivan came onto the scene in Dino Charge, he immediately became one of my favorite Gold Rangers. He's one of my favorites. Now his Zord, on the other hand, it's very, very simple as well, because we don't always get a Megazord where a 6 Ranger only gets like one Zord. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But in this case, we had, 6 Rangers that had very Dino Zord-esque kind of design, like Tommy with the Dragon Zord, Eric with the Q-Rex, and now Sir Ivan with the Terrazord, and it's very, simple. It's just, it's a really cool looking Megazord. And I also love the other formations that go with it. Mainly the, what's that formation called? The Pararaptor formation. That's one of my favorite formations of this Megazord. So, number 7 is the Terra Charge Megazord. Number 6 is the Dino Stegazord. This Megazord was, I could say this is one of the most savage looking Megazords in battle, mainly because of who's piloting it, the White Ranger from Dino Thunder, Trent. And one thing I do love about this Megazord, it's one of its finishers, the tail attack. That's one of the cool finishers that it uses. Overall, it's, of course, the design is easily, it's mostly white, as you can see. And the Stegazord is mostly, it's mostly like, basically like the body and the head. For the, the Dragozord, the White Ranger's main Zord, mainly covers, as you can see, the legs and the arms, and of course the claws. But other than that, the, Dino Stegazord, number 6, is definitely a cool looking mech. Number 5 is the Time Force Megazord, Modred. I know this Megazord has 2 formations, Mode Red and Mode Blue. Mode Blue is mainly for speed, Mode Red is mainly for power. I like this mech mainly because of the power that it has, and of course I love the sword. I just love the sword. It's, if any, I would have chosen, Shadow Force Megazord, Mode Red, but I just feel like the basic Mode Red was easily one of my favorites. And of course, Time Force is one of my favorite seasons. So, and of course, the design, it's a cool looking design. That's basically it. So, Time Force Megazord Mode Red is number 5. Number 4 is the Turbo Megazord. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why another Megazord from Turbo? Yes, but come on. The design for this Megazord, it's very simple, because it's just cars, as you can see, but I love the finisher that this Megazord does. Just like a spin out move that it charges into the enemy while spinning, holding a sword, does a slash. If you guys seen Power Rangers Turbo and you know the finishing pose that this Megazord does, that's all I'm saying. That's basically one of my biggest highlight points of this Megazord alone. It's a cool Megazord. And so yeah, Turbo Megazord is my number 4. My number 3 is the Super Zeo Megazord. Now, I fell in love with the Super Zeo Zords when I first saw them on screen. And just, the formation that this Zord's is basically, like a block tower kind of Megazord. And it's really simple. And, it's kind of like, if you played with blocks before when you were a kid, that's basically what this Megazord is like. And the finisher that it does, oh my gosh, that finisher is just so awesome. I can't describe this Megazord enough. But yeah, Super Zeo Megazord, number 3. That's my, top 3. Number 3 Megazord. At number 2, the Isis Megazord. I remember getting this Megazord as a toy for Christmas, and I loved the heck out of this thing. Just mainly the design with the Falcon Zord as like the highlight with the wings and the eyes on the wings. And, you have the Deer Zord as the left arm, the Giraffe Zord as the right arm, and the Rhino and the Armadillo as, the legs. This Megazord alone, it's so good looking. Like, it's stylish, it's sleek, it's agile, it's quick. It's just it's so awesome. So Isis Megazord at number 2. And my number 1 Megazord, and I cannot stress this enough. I loved this Megazord when I first saw it. Immediately, it was just one of the coolest Megazords that I've ever seen. Number 1 is the SWAT Megazord. Okay, guys. Here's one of the reasons. One, this Megazord's, the Zords for this thing are mainly SWAT flyers, which are jets, and I love, jet-related kind of things. So, when this Megazord showed up, this Megazord was so dope in action. And not only that, if you guys know its finisher basically, it transforms into a gun. This Megazord is basically like also a transformer, which I can tell this is where they got their inspiration from when they were making this, for, when they made this Megazord in Deca Ranger, because Deca Ranger is the original source material for SPD. But anyway, this, I wish I had this toy as a kid, because I loved everything about this Megazord. It was quick, it flew, it's fast. I just loved everything about this Megazord. It was just awesome. So those are my top 10 Megazords. In the comment section below, tell me your favorite Megazords. You can tell me as many as you want. This was a hard top 10 list to make, because like I said, there's so many Megazords in Power Rangers that I only had to find 10. But, I was still able to find 10. But yeah, so let me know what are your favorite Megazords of all time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.